morning, it was reported that in Victoria, a policeman had been stabbed by a member of ISIS who had come to Australia supporting this group. And the same morning, this member had been shot by the police. Now naturally this is a terrible experience for our country. In a single moment, the very foundations of what we believe is right and what we accept as being the norms of our society were broken. And as Jack Roberts once said, every moment is an experience. Today I'm going to explain what this quote means, how we can shape our experiences, and finally what we need to do in the moments life is giving us. So what does Jake mean? Jake is trying to tell us that every moment we're alive, we do something that shapes our lives. Whether we see it that way or we don't, this is inevitable. If we don't decide to do our homework one day, we pay the price the next. If politicians in Canberra decide to implement policies that are best for them, people suffer, and they might suffer at the very least. Internationally, if people choose to take actions that harm the global security, they are condemned and the world becomes scared. But what it means is that in every moment, you create an experience that shapes your life and potentially the lives of others. And that whatever you do, it has serious consequences. So then, how do moments shape our experiences? Well, I'm going to show you how experiences have been both positive and negative in our society, and the experiences that have been had impact us. So, let's look at the positive first. In 2013-14, the Australian cricket team led by Michael Clarke took brave decisions. They chose to bring in Mitchell Johnson, a bowler who had previously been pretty inconsistent. In that moment, they decided to trust themselves and be brave in what they decided. What happened? Well, in the following 5 tests, they beat England 5-0. And sure, this was maybe because of just how bad England was. But it could also be because they, in that moment, were brave enough to make a choice that led to a positive experience. And if we look even outside the realms of sport, into the realms of the entertainment industry, if you think about Nicki Minaj, now, look, she probably isn't everyone's cup of tea, but she does put herself out there. The way she dances and the way she shows herself off. But while not everyone likes this, she shaped her life to be a star who has a lot of money, a lot of views, and a lot of success. Because in that moment in her life, she was brave enough to decide, you know what, I don't care what people are going to say. But if I want to shape my life and have a positive experience, I'm going to have the guts to do what I believe is right. But then, how do moments in our life turn to negative experiences? Well, we don't need to look very further than the story I told you at the start of the speech about ISIS. Now, they decided that they wanted to make an impression. That if they went around beheading journalists in our country and in the Islamic State, they could make an impression. And sure, this is a brave move. But sometimes, the braver you are, the worse the experience becomes. They have received international critical negativity. And what's happened? They've been criticised. But even if you look at politics and the decisions of Jeff Shaw and the decisions of Clive Palmer, to shape their experiences, they have chosen to seek publicity and to seek their own personal agenda to shape their experiences. And they've been criticised. So, what do we need to do then? Well, we as a society need to realise that the moments we have in our lives, whether it's doing your maths homework or deciding whether to behead a journalist, you need to remember that every moment has impacts. That every moment can shape your life and can shape the experiences you have. Stop and think, is what I'm doing really right? Is what I'm going to do have benefits for me and our society? Or is it going to be like Jeff Shaw and throw the parliament into disarray? And once you make this decision, be brave. Not everyone agrees with you. Not everyone agrees